Welcome to Module 3, Fine-tuning the Manuscript. The goal of text generation is to throw confused, wide-eyed words on a page. The goal of text revision is to scrub the rods clean so they sound nice and go out in public. Up to this point, your author has definitely thrown everything except the kitchen sink onto the page, and you are ready to scrub the rods clean. Module 3, Fine-tuning. Let's take a look at the agenda. Title page. All manuscripts, no matter the genre, requires a clear title page for the publisher. Page formatting. While ensuring that the content in the manuscript is on par, it's equally important to use proper page formatting. And then finally, how to submit a manuscript. And this is something that goes beyond the scope of this course, but I will be providing some information for you. Module 3, Lesson 1, the title page. In the title page, you want to include contact information. The contact information of your author, perhaps, in the upper left-hand corner of the page, and you'll insert that information for the author, or if there's an agent, for the agent. Include the full name, address, city, state, and zip code, and email address. And this goes for the agent as well. Title. The title of the book should appear about a third of the way down from the top of the margin and centered on the page. Check with the publisher requirements to ensure appropriate sentence case. The author's name should be listed below the title in double space. This is the name that will be used on the actual book that's being published. And again, add word count so that the publisher will know exactly how many words are in this manuscript. That's very important information. And if you have an agent, of course, include the agent's name. There's a sample title page provided for you inside your resource area. Module 3, Lesson 2, Page Formatting. Single-page manuscript formatting is important in order for you to use the proper size. So for a manuscript for a nonfiction book, you want to use an 8.5 by 11 inch page. The margins are 1 inch all around. Only a single space is needed after a period. And because you are editing a nonfiction book, use left justification. When you're adding a new chapter, it is wise and appropriate to use page breaks between chapters to avoid chapters running together. And letter size is important. Use proper letter design with your typeface. The standard font size is 12 point. The standard typeface is Times New Roman. Use black print only and double space the document. Module 3, Lesson 3, How to Submit a Manuscript. Now the manuscript can be sent and submitted in publication in two models. The first model is the traditional publication, and that's pretty difficult to do. You really do want to have experienced agents working with you if you're trying to get your author to publish in a traditional format. However, the second type of publication is self-publication. There are organizations that you can sign up with that will assist you through the entire process, or you can do it yourself using some of the features in maybe Amazon, where you can publish on Kindle with ebooks. If your client elects to send a manuscript digitally, that manuscript should be sent and saved as a doc file. So it would be .doc or .docx. And those are Microsoft Word files that are specific. But please make sure to contact the publisher to make sure you're using the appropriate files designations. In summary, in this module, we cover basic information on fine-tuning the manuscript to include the title page, how to format the entire manuscript, and how to submit a manuscript. Again, the general scope of this class is to help the editor understand that this training is not exhaustive, but has appropriate content to establish good editing practices. Of course, the primary goal of the training is to learn how to edit a manuscript for nonfiction books. As for authors, their agents will help them to shop for publishers to finalize the manuscript in preparation for publication. That is why you are in this course. You're here to help begin that process for your author. Additional resources will be provided in your resource file. And just as another note, front and back matter, the preface, introduction, etc., those are managed by the publisher, and it is not discussed in this training. Congratulations on completing How to Edit a Manuscript and Get Paid. Thank you for your business. Once you've got to the end and you know what happens, it's your job to make it look like you knew exactly what you were doing all along.